Well, everyone knows the story of the three little pigs, or at least they think they do. But no one knows the real story, because no one knows my story. I'm the wolf, Alexander T. Wolf, but you can just call me Al. And it must be because of our diets, but it's not our fault wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. I mean, if people thought cheeseburgers were cute too, they'd probably think you were big and bad. But like I was saying, this big bad wolf nonsense, bogus. See, it all started out with a sneeze and a cup of sugar. One day, back in the time of once upon a time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear, sweet old granny, and I had a terrible sneezing cold, and I had just run out of sugar. So, I was walking down to my neighbor's house. This neighbor, he was a pig, and not a very bright one at that, for he built his whole house out of straw. Can you believe it? Who in their right mind would build a house of straw? So of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. So not wanting to be rude or anything, I called, Mr. Pig, are you in? And I got no answer. So I was just about to leave when all of a sudden, I felt my nose itch. And I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed a great sneeze, and if you can believe it, his whole house fell down, and laying right in the middle of it, dead as a doornail, was the pig. He'd been there the whole time. Now, I couldn't leave a perfectly good ham dinner going to waste, so I ate it. Think of it as a cheeseburger just lying right there. Now, I still didn't have my cup of sugar, so I went down to my next neighbor's house, who just so happened to be the first little pig's older brother. And he was a little smarter, but not much. He built his house of sticks. So I walked up to it and I rang the doorbell, and I still got no answer. So I called, Mr. Pig, are you in? And like his brother, I got no answer. So I was waiting. I was just about to leave when he called, Humbug, wolf, I'm shaving the hairs of my chinny chin chin. And then I was saying, oh, okay. And then I felt a sneeze coming on. And again I huffed. And I snuffed. And I sneezed a great sneeze. And his house fell down too. And laying there in the middle of it all was the pig. Again, dead as a doornail, wolf's honor. So, we all know what happens when food spoils. So I did what I had to. I ate them. Now I still didn't have my cup of sugar again, so I went down to my next neighbor's house, who happened to be the first and second pig's older brother, and I'm telling you, he must have been the brains of the family, because this guy had built his house of bricks. So I went up and I knocked on the door, no answer, and then I'm about to leave, and then I knock again, just, make sure. And he yells, "Go away, wolf, and don't come back again!" The rude little porker. So I'm about to leave, The guy probably had a whole sack full of sugar, though. As I'm walking away, he yells, "And your granny can sit on a pin." Now, whoa, normally I'm a pretty calm guy, but when someone messes with my granny like that, I go a little crazy. So, I'm huffing and snuffing and sneezing and making a whole big ruckus by the time the cops pull up, and then the rest, as they say, is history. The media found out about the first two pigs and decided that a sick guy going to try and borrow a cup of sugar wasn't very exciting, so they threw in this whole big huff and puff and blow your house down, and they made me the big bad wolf. Maybe you can lend me a cup of sugar. That's the end.
Yeah.